excel together. So if you are interested in excelling with me, please take a seat, relax, and click on that subscribe button. A thumbs up to all my community members who give me the appetite to share more content. Now today I want us to talk about something which is very important, something that we sometimes overlook, and that is to be deliberate and intentional with your savings. Be deliberate and intentional with your savings. Now I believe that this is a good time for you and I to let go of a few bad habits. And today we are in for yet another treat as we are about to discuss this important topic. Now, first things first. This video is dedicated to my biological mother and my reared mother, who were the first ones who triggered my savings mindset, although it took a while for me to implement these principles. A shout out to my biological mother Hulda van Kent and my reared mother Marita van Kent. They did a good job. Now, if you fall in the category of impulse or emotional buyers, this might be the right video for you. Or if you know of someone in your family, your community, your spouse, your children who are emotional or impulse buyers, please share this video with them. We said be deliberate and intentional with your savings. Now in our home, we don't do shopping without a shopping list. Every time we go on shopping or we do shopping, we take our shopping list with us. We always keep a book on the entrance desk, and every time one of us remember what's needed for the first week, we add it to the list. We do have a small book that we keep on the desk at the entrance. So every time I remember what I need for the next week, I just add to the list. So my number one tip I'll give you is to always keep a shopping list. Never go to the mall or to the shop or to town without a shopping list, because if you are an emotional or impulse buyer, you'll get yourself in trouble without this discipline. Get your shopping list. So, tip number 2, exchange or trade your skills or goods with someone to save on money. Exchange your skills, exchange your goods, exchange whatever you are good at or whatever you have with someone else so you can save on money. For example, if you're a good cook but you are not good with hair, look for someone who is a hairdresser who does not love cooking. We've got social media these days. Look for someone in your area. Ask, do I have any person in my area that is good with doing hair? I want to exchange my skills. I want to trade with you. Get yourself someone and trade or exchange your skills or goods with someone. By doing so, you will save money. This leads me to the next tip, and that is to defrost and eat. defrost and eat. Tip number 4, pack your lunch. Guys, there is no shame in packing your lunchbox. Instead of trying to impress your colleagues or friends or, family members of how much money you can spend outside in the restaurants, pack your lunch. You are doing yourself a favor. Okay? Guys, the more people see you buy, the more they see you are spending, the more they see you in the shops, the more they'll ask of you, thinking that you have enough, more than enough to share with them. Remember, sharing is not the issue here. You must be led by the Spirit of God before you share. You must take good care of your children and your household first. And you must be sure the Holy Spirit is leading you or ordering your footsteps to the right people. You must be able to invest in the right people. Don't just give out of emotions. Learn to hear the voice of God before sharing, because sometimes we just share with people who already have, and they just want to drain you by asking from you. So please be wise. The more people see you shopping, the more they may think, this one is sorted out, she has got more than enough, let me just borrow and borrow from her. Tip number 5, utility savings. When I was living with my 3 daughters in Walfish Bay, I had a rule in my home. Every day, 6 p.m., we would switch on the geyser, and all four of us, must shower in 2 hours. Not because I was stingy, but I was disciplining them. I was saving on electrical costs. So we would switch on the geyser between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. So between that time, in 2 hours' time, all 4 of us must done showering or bathing. 7 o'clock, the geyser is being switched off. That's how I was saving on my electrical cost. So if you live with your family, with children, discipline them, and you will do yourself a favor, you will do them a favor, and they will be more disciplined as they grow older. So tip number 6 is to get involved in some sort of Keep the Change program. So if you are interested in this Keep the Change challenge, please let me know in the comment section so you can join me on Facebook, because I do have a Keep the Change challenge program all by myself. So if you are interested in that challenge, please let me know in the comments section. Keep the Change challenge. Tip number 7, plant your own vegetables. You don't have to have your own home or your own land to do this. No, guys. I have seen people growing vegetables in small pots or containers. So if you don't have your own land, you don't have your own home, make use of YouTube. Search for projects where people do gardening in small pots or containers. You can do it. Okay? And if you struggle with gardening, get yourself an exchange skills partner. Or if you are interested in joining our community, please let me know in the comments section. Our Trade Within community. If you want to be part of our trade within community, please let me know in the comments section, or let me know in the comment section if you want me to explain more on this community. So we can do this together, guys. We can trade with one another. We can exchange gifts, goods, skills with one another to save money. Okay? Tip number 8 is not for everyone, but if you fall in this category, please take this advice from me. Stop smoking or drinking. The money you use on the cigarettes, the drugs, the alcohol is money you can save. And apart from saving, you are also taking good care of your health. Cigarettes, drugs, alcohol is not good for your health. It's not good for your skin. So if you are smoking, please just stop smoking. You have started this bad habit, and with God, you can end it. It's a matter of making up your mind. Just make up your mind and quit smoking or abusing alcohol. Please, this is taking a lot out of you. It's taking your money. It's taking your health away from you. Stop smoking. Stop drinking. My other tip is to discipline your children. This is very important because I have visited homes where my parents just don't discipline their children. And sometimes I would ask myself, what is stopping this dad or this mom from disciplining her son, her daughter? Why are they allowing these things? Why are they killing their kids before the time? You are not raising your kids only for yourself. You are raising your kids for the world. So discipline your kids. You know, as for me, if I buy a cell phone for one of my daughters, or if I buy something for them, I expect from them to take proper care of whatever I have bought for them. These are my rules. I don't compromise. There are certain things I don't compromise with. No. If I buy you something, I will tell you the time frame. I will tell you this is the time frame that you must use or have this thing that I bought for you. Other than that, if the cell phone breaks before the time, if you break the laptop before the time, if you give away stuff that I have bought for you that you were supposed to keep for 5 to 10 years, I'm not gonna buy that same thing all over again. I am sorry. That's how I operate. So my other tip I'm gonna give you as parents is discipline your children, because children sometimes can be the cause of you being broke. Children can sometimes be the cause of you becoming bankrupt. Okay? Discipline your children. That's my other tip. Discipline yourself. Don't give away stuff unnecessary. Or if you give away something, give it away because you don't need it. But don't give away things that you still need. You can give away stuff that you don't need. Whatever you might need in future, keep it. Okay? By doing so, you don't have to repeatedly buy things that you already had. Okay? Tip number 10. Keep your savings separate from your checking account. And if you're a business person, keep your personal account separate from your business account. Keep your savings separate from your checking account. If you're a business person, keep your personal account separate from your business account. Tip number 11. Review your budget every week or every other week. And for those of you who don't believe in budgeting, now is the time to start doing research on how to budget. It's very important to draw up a budget. If you are married, sit down with your spouse, sit down with your children, draw up a budget for the next month. Budgeting will save you a lot of time and a lot of money. We said be deliberate and intentional with your savings. So please work on a budget. Review your budget every week or every other week, okay? That's part of discipline. My next tip is to shop alone to avoid peer pressure or impulse buying. I do this all the time. I've been doing this for more than 5 years, I believe, because I've been an emotional buyer and I know what it takes from a person. It takes a lot out of your pocket. It takes a lot out of your account. So I have learned and I have started to do shopping all by myself. You don't need a friend to shop because sometimes peer pressure can kick in. And if your friend buys this, you also want to buy that. If you are not disciplined, please stay away from inviting people when you go for shopping, okay? Don't invite friends. Don't invite family when you go on shopping. Sometimes we also feel bad when we shop with someone. We also want to buy for them. It's not bad. It's not bad. But you must be led by the Holy Spirit, or you must have more than enough to do that, or you must really feel like you want to do it. You know what I mean? Not to please someone. Don't do things out of emotions, okay? So if you know you fall in the category of impulse or emotional buying, if you fall in the category of pleasing friends, please go on shopping all by yourself. Do shopping alone. That's my other tip. So I believe this is tip number 14. Pay your bills on time to avoid paying late fees. If need be, please set a reminder, because if you make payments later than the date which is expected, you will pay extra money. So to avoid paying late fees, pay your bills on time. And the last tip for today, which I believe is tip number 15, is to live with less. This will help you to be more appreciative and content. So if you don't have something, if you don't have the money to buy a certain thing, learn to live without it. Don't borrow money unnecessarily. Don't do that. Don't borrow money for food. Don't borrow money for clothes. Don't borrow money just because you want to go to someone's wedding. If you can't afford to go on a wedding or a funeral trip, don't borrow money unless you have savings that you can use for these trips. I believe that's a bonus tip. I believe that's a bonus tip. Yeah, please guys, don't travel if you don't have the money. Don't borrow money for traveling. Keep money in your savings. Keep money for traveling, for attending weddings, funerals, and stuff like that. But please don't borrow money for funerals, weddings, holidays, and things like that. And that's all for today. Till next time, stay blessed. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Ta-da!